One, two, three, 1, 2. Hello everyone and welcome to Star Wars Battlefront 2. Probably one of my favorite games of all time. Yeah, I'm glad to put that on my list. And a huge, part of my gaming history, as it was actually the first game or first shooter I'd ever played. It was bought for me literally brand new, like I think the day it came out, as a gift for me from my mother. Can't remember what the occasion was, but it was brand new. And I've been playing I think it's 8-year-old disc version I had in my drive ever since, and only actually swapped to the Steam version, which is what we're playing now, uh, when it was given to me as a graduation present from my brother. So yeah, and with the sequel to this on the horizon, I figured I'd talk a bit about what I would like to see in it. I know everyone who's played this game has their own opinions, so here are mine. And I thought I'd come to a space battle to perfectly illustrate them, because I think most of my personal improvements would be done in the space battles. Oh, I'm getting my ass handed to me. The first thing I'd like to see is more use for the cruisers, the frigates. I'd like to see them, like in some maps they do, where they move around the map. I would love to see that. I'd like there to be more turrets on them, maybe some under turrets as well. And I'd like you to be able to man them. Like, you know how you can man the main turrets on the battle cruisers? Well, if you don't, you can man the top gun turrets on the cruisers. And I think you should be able to man the turrets on the frigates as well, because they're basically sitting ducks. I mean, look, you watch me just strafe the cruiser with, well, the destroyer with bombs, and then over and over until it's destroyed. And if you had actual players in the turrets, I know fighters are supposed to, protect the cruisers, but they never do. If you actually had, players or even decent AI in the turrets, firing off onto you, it would actually make attack runs and bombing runs much harder, and I think would be more rewarding experience when you do, sink this ship and leave its burning, rotting hulk, drifting through the atmosphere. See, look, that was pretty easy. So that's the first thing I like to do. The second thing has to do with these turrets, actually. I would like there... bollocks. I'd actually like to see there be more turrets on the main cruisers. Oh, let's take the bomber. I'd actually like to see more turrets on the main cruisers and them have more of a use. Like, if the cruisers could move around, and you could have, the massive side guns like you do there, then that would be really great. You could man the turrets, go past the enemy ship, hit them with broadsides, if you were like the hangar bays are right opposite each other, so one gunship literally flies out their hangar into the enemy hangar. It would make for epic action gameplay, and it would just be such a lot of fun. And I think it would definitely add a use for turrets, because so far I've tried sitting in a game for the entire game for a turret, and you get no points, you get no kills. It's just really boring and it's unsatisfactory. So if you could do something about, hear me, EA, you big amorphous evil organization, if you could do something about the turrets, that would be gratefully appreciated. Yes, taking the shields down. So yeah, that's Nick. So that's what I like with the cruisers, to be able. I'd like all ships to be able to move around in a set path or a random path or whatever, and I would like there to be more use for turrets. Second thing I dislike to do with the hangar bays, just as you see, I'd like there to be exactly like the droid setup here. There to be hangar bays on both sides of the ship. Ooh, we lost our shields. Because with having a hangar on one side of the ship, it's easy for, good fighter pilots to camp the entrances. And it's really annoying to have to get out all the time, so I'd really... there we go. I'd really like there to be more... I'd really like there to be more, maybe 2 hangar bays on each thing, and more fighters, because you're always, struggling with each other to get, into the bombers or into the fighters or whatever plane aircraft you want. And I think if you actually doubled the amount of planes there would be, it would actually be a lot nicer, because then everyone could have a fighter or a bomber if they chose to. If you kept it the way it was, I would also understand, because then it would encourage more people to use the new upgraded turrets that I'm asking for. So we will see. But you never know with EA. They sometimes fall through. I mean, Far Cry 3 was a great game, and that's done by Ubisoft and EA. And Battlefield's always been good shooters. So maybe if they have the same people with the same brains that work on there. Oh, see, nice. Then that should be good. So yeah. So more fighters, more hangar decks, more turrets, movable ships, more uses for turrets. I think we're going quite well on the list here. And on the land battles, I mean, I might do a video explaining my opinion on the land battles, but realistically, I think everyone knows what they want. More variety of weapons, better AI, better use for vehicles, maps to be bigger, all those, little common complaints that you get. So, ooh, I'm getting my ass handed to me by turrets. Damn it. Oh, their life support systems are nearly down. Where's our gunship? In the middle of the void. Lovely. I will take a fighter. So yeah, I might go on a ground battle one, but don't count on it at the moment. So, yeah, and more turrets and all that stuff. It'd just make it a lot nicer, because these space battles were a great idea. After playing Battlefront 1 and having the fighters just fighting above the planet. I mean, sure, you can do strafing, ground attack runs and stuff, but it's not as satisfying as flying in orbit above a planet, massive ships engaging in broadsides and fighters and bombers and gunships. It's just really awesome. Now the next little thing on the list, I think everyone would be agreeing for this, is exactly to do with what I'm doing now. Better boarding actions. Make boarding actions more useful. Because I will, if you follow me, people, I will try and show you what I mean. One, boom, nice. Alright, so this is basically in boarding actions, which it sounds like a great idea, but however the biggest problem is, literally, there are 3 rooms. One of them's the shield generator. One of them is, see, shield generator. That one there was the life support control deck. This one's the engines. I've blown all of them up from the outside, which makes, boarding actions completely pointless. So, if you could add more systems on the inside, make it, more open, make boarding actions have more of a reliable use other than, I need points, let's spawn camp the enemy and shoot all their pilots. So if you could, EA, if you're listening again, and you could do something about that, then that would be ever so grand. So yeah, I think that's actually just my major list of things I'd like to see about it. I mean, there's all the other little things, like I'd like the targeting controls to be a bit smoother. I'd like there to be maybe different types of ship, more different types of ships aside from fighter, interceptor, bomber, and gunship, stuff like that. So, but apart from that, I think this is an amazing game, and it will continue to be an amazing game. I just hope that hello cat, that's the cat, apologies if you hear that. So, it's an amazing game, will continue to be an amazing game, and I really hope that this new 2015 version lives up to that, because I got dangerously worried, really worried, when I saw their trailer, the live action trailer with them saying, yes, we're nearly there. Live action trailer with them talking about, what they were doing with the game, and they're like, oh, we went back to the original source material, and we visited LucasArts, and we watched all the original movies, which is great, but you're missing the point, guys. At no point did they ever say they played this game, or they played the previous game. So I seriously worried it'll be just a wank fest of them going through, the original, go, oh look, it's Hoth, oh look, it's Endor, ow. And instead of focusing on the gameplay aspects, they focus on, the story, and I don't want that. Fix the gameplay, then you can talk about the story. Oh, perfect timing. So yeah, awesome. So thank you very much for watching, guys. It's been a lot of fun. And I really hope, EA, if you're out there and you're listening, and you're not just ignoring me, if you could please maybe, put some of these changes in. Just maybe, I'll make an Origin account if you